Dear travel agents, tour operators, travel advisors, Quito lovers, this presentation is for you. It is realized within the frame of the World Tourism Day 2020, focused on creative tourism and staycation. So why Quito has new opportunities for you? Well, because Quito has been certified creative-friendly destination by the Creative Tourism Network. This is a label created by the network which distinguishes destinations which offer original and quality experiences, respect the code of ethics and its good practices in creative tourism, and contribute to the creation of a value chain for the territory. What do we mean by creative tourism? It is a concept created by the professors Greg Richards and Crispin Raymond, in which tourism offers the visitors the opportunity to develop their creative potential through active participation in courses and learning experiences which are characteristic of the holiday destination where they are taken. Quito is full of authentic, creative and unique experiences. So is creative tourism a fashion trend? Oh no, please. It is just a societal change that will keep for being more developed within the next years. It implies new values, more ethic, more human, more meaningful. We are passing from a vacational tourism to a vocational tourism. Who are the creative tourists? Well, they pass from the lonely traveler romantic body artist to the creative communities and proactive travelers. Creative tourists are everywhere. They are lovers and enthusiasts, like music and dance lovers, foodies, chocolate enthusiasts, knitters, photography lovers, wine enthusiasts, crafters, ceramic lovers, and so on. But they are also present in the existing segments like rural tourism, linguistic tourism, MICE tourism, team building, and more staycation, and especially this year in which we have to propose creative and unique experiences to the local people. So why should we be interested in including creative experiences in our catalog? Well, because travel agencies are also a new form of providing these experiences to the mainstream. Why should we differentiate through experiences that are authentic, creative, and sustainable? Well, because there is a very huge potential, and part of the work has been done by Visit Quito, through which you can consult the catalog that is available in the website visitquito.ec. Quito, a city, but also a creative universe. For arts and craft, we already bought souvenirs in the city, but we can now also make our own with the more highlighted craftsmen and artists of the city. We appreciate chocolate, of course, but we also have now the possibility to learn the art of working with the best chocolate in the world. We are coffee lovers. We know that quality and innovation are the specialty of Quito. While tasting and coffee lesson learn us how to identify the flavors, textures, and roasting levels of the wonderful Ecuadorian coffee. What about arts? We appreciate arts, but Quito is an inspiring city that will also invite us to create our own pieces. And gastronomies. Quito is the city for the foodies, flavors from the center of the world, from traditional Ecuadorian cuisine to the most innovative one. A wide array of workshop and cooking lessons and experiences are waiting for us. And mystical, ancestral tradition to be experienced in the unique center of the world will give us the opportunity to understand better the ancient pre-Inca culture. But living with communities is also a very unique experience. And Quito will give us this opportunity just kilometers from the city center. Botanical. Its enchanting nature is not just to be appreciated with a walk, but also to be understood with the more experts in this field. Theater. Quito is a city where theater is felt and experienced in the best possible way. You'll also have the possibility to interact and learn from the artists of the city. And music, Andean and sacred music, are emblematic of the capital. You'll have the opportunity to enjoy the best concerts, but also to participate in music masterclass, and why not, to perform your own concert in the most prestigious venues of the city. So, where to start? Well, the street La Ronda is a good place to start. In only few meters you have the opportunity to meet a wide array of very nice and charming craftsmen and artists who will give you the opportunity to participate in classes and workshops of goldsmiths, marquetry, beekeeping, manufacture of traditional toys, creation of arts, chocolate making. What about a marquetry workshop and making your own piece in the greatest tradition of the school of Quito? A sweet immersion in the universe of the bees, workshops and tasting of honey, hydromel, wax fabric painting workshop, chassis decaping workshop. But also, of course, live the chocolate experience. Chocolate is culture in Ecuador, and this experience will allow you to appreciate the flavor by participating in the production process. Of course, to taste it as well. Urban experiences. Who knows that Quito has very hipster and very urban street neighborhoods? You'll have the opportunity to discover and to co-create with the most creative people that gathers in many of its trendy quarters. New urban trains lead us to the creative world of Quito, urban arts and photography experiences suitable for all profiles. And we said it, Quito. Quito is the capital for foodies in all the ways. A culinary experience to live in the district of Tolo, during which you will buy the traditional ingredients in the market and cook them with the chef. Traditional Ecuadorian cuisine workshop to discover the culinary heritage of Ecuador. Gastronomy trip to the Carlota Hotel, in which you'll have the possibility to take part in cooking classes after browsing the typical markets and preparing their own dishes with a local chef. Café Galeria will propose you to make your own elaboration like in the 18th century. Sensory experiences in historic hotel, besides its incomparable setting, Casa Gangrotena invites you to live sensory experiences that will make you appreciate the local flavors. And what about chocolate? Pacari. Pacari is a very well-known house for chocolate in Ecuador, a sensory workshop that invites you to discover the history of cocoa through its elaboration and tasting. Chocolate and truffle making workshop in Cumbaya, and for sure, Algarve Spirit has been working for more than 15 years to promote culture Algarve Andina. An invitation to participate in its artisanal production and interact more deeply with the magical process of extraction, transformation, pasteurization, and fermentation. And finally, what about craft beer, an experience that will make you discover and participate in the development of the craft beer. Arts and crafts, of course, they are part of the Quito's heritage. But in addition to buy them, you also have the opportunity to work together with the community of women in Quito and learn about the traditional embroidery workshop of the Quito Cara people identity. Rural experiences, just a few kilometers from the city centers, you have the possibility to live completely different experience in the rural area, in the Yunguilla communities, or in the Finca Prajares that will offer you fascinating high-altitude coffee experience for coffee lovers to discover its sensory experience and immersion in the hearts of Choco Andino. More embroidery in Suleta workshop that is an integral experience to be shared with the local people. And finally, to share a moment between traditions and contemporaneity with the locals, like local people in Quito. That is, for instance, what proposes Makipura with craft workshops to discover the local culture by creating it, through traditional aluminum embossing workshop, traditional jewelry workshop, needling workshop, but also to create in El Laberinto your own pieces of ceramics with the local people and local artisans. You will also create your own memories. La Marelle is another space for the Quiteño. There you will meet them and you will co-create with them through a wide choice of theater, circus, music and photography workshop. And finally, another contemporary embroidery workshop that is an experience to be shared with the communities of women that will explain you the meaningful of this art. Music workshop at La Casa de la Banda. Music is everywhere in Quito and offers you an introduction to the traditional music by participating in workshops on marimba and percussion instruments, as well as to sing. And for creative nomads, a co-working in Casa da Vinci, this is also an innovating meeting space for designer, creative artists, photographer from all over the world. I'm sure that we'll find all that you want in Quito and Quito creative tourism, but we also offer you the opportunity to follow the travel through the Camino de los Andes, the Andean Way, through which you'll have the opportunity to meet other destinations also open to creative tourism. So, dear tour operators, agents, consultants, this is your opportunity to include creative tourism in your offers and to benefit from the visibility of the Creative Tourism Network. Thank you very much, and we remain at your disposal to learn all the secrets about Quito creative tourism. Thank you very much.